Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests.
Good evening.
When our club president, Alan, became my mentor, I thought to myself, great, president, competition winner, loving father, I can work with this. But then one day, as I was sitting at my computer, listening to a Disney instrumental playlist, thinking about my beloved, and flipping through inspirational quotes, I get a message from Al. It was, Mel? CC6? No Disney, no love stories, no inspirational stuff. This made me take a long, hard look at my life. I mean, what else was there? And so I decided to deliver a deep, dark, shameful confession. Hello, my name's Mel. I'm addicted to potato chips. I just love them so much. They're delicious. They crisp and they crunch in your mouth, but they also kind of melt at the same time. They're like the perfect accompaniment to any movie, TV show, or even book if you don't mind oily fingerprints. When you're alone, they're like a friend who'll watch a whole Twilight marathon with you and won't even judge you. My speech tonight will encompass how I'm a crazy Christmas lady, how I justify it all the time, and how we have kind of an on and off relationship. I used to live alone in a flat in Syria on the 3rd floor, like one of those crazy cat ladies, but without the cats. Well, there were cats, but they were strays, they were not allowed in the apartment and I hated them. But in many ways, they were kind of my only friends. I needed friends, but I wasn't always in the mood to be sociable. I hardly ever went out, I hardly ever went to any Toastmasters meetings, which meant I had a lot of alone time. So I'd stop by the shops on my way home from work, and I'd buy a bag, or 2 or 3, of potato chips. I'd usually go for the ones with the big, baked, not fried, reduced fat. I'm made of 100% homegrown real potatoes, gluten-free, to make myself feel better about my life choices. And I'd pay extortionate amounts of money for these justifiable chips. I told myself it was like eating gourmet food. I'd buy chips that had fancy names like Mocha's Sensations, or Ruffles Cheddar Cheese, or Jalapeno flavored Pringles. So I'd get in my car with my only other friends besides the cats, the friends that I'm inviting home for dinner, the friends that are baked, not fried, reduced fat, and made of 100% homegrown potatoes, gluten-free. And I think to myself, it's like a 4-minute drive home. Not hungry. So I look at the bag, it looks at me, look at the bag, it looks at me. I'm having this whole internal conversation with the bag that looks something like this. But the bag always wins. So I'm eating and I'm driving, and I'm eating and I'm driving, and I get home. But here's the thing about potato chips. You can be full. You don't have to be hungry, and you still want more. So I'm home, alone, thinking more of those, nah, come on, you shouldn't, thoughts that are fleeting and not very impactful. I'd say crazy, insane things to myself, justifications like, come on, it's not like you're eating a whole pizza, half the bag is air. I mean, so what if you haven't been? You have a gym membership. It's like a huge accomplishment in itself. Like next week if you're not busy. Look, new improved flavor. I'd say anything to make myself feel better. Saying yes to a bag of potato chips equals very cooperative personality. Saying yes to new flavors equals very adventurous girl. Bear in mind, I'm alone, okay? So this should make you all feel better about the fact that I'm talking to myself so much. Terrence is going to be playing tennis for like the next 2 hours in Bandar, far from Syria. My cousins, my brothers, they're in Bandar, far from Syria. My parents lived in Washington, D.C., very, very far from Syria. So the final thought, who always seals the deal for the bag to put in, is if a tree fell down in the forest and nobody was there to hear it, did it really make a sound? I mean, without this full-fledged confession, none of you would know about my addiction. Yes, my pant size went up, and I couldn't take a selfie without having more chins than a Chinese phone book. But that could have been water retention. A month before my wedding, we went on a break, potato chips and I. It was so hard. I missed him so much. Sometimes I caved and we met up, but they'd always leave in the morning. Sometimes we accidentally met up with friends, like when Ivan would bring them to gatherings and stuff. But like most breaks, it gave me some time to realize some things. Like living with Bea. She became the perfect accompaniment to any TV show, movie, or even just sitting and reading together. We watched Twilight marathons, and there's no judgment there. Also, I'm married now. And yes, on our honeymoon, we must have eaten at least 5 bags of potato chips each. But we still went out and explored the scenery, learned to cook, and made new friends. Potato chips are great. Being a couch potato is fun, but it can't replace real friendship and true love. Yes, I still love my potato chips, and you might walk past my office some days and hear a crisp or a crunch coming from a corner table, but they aren't my only friends. And besides, if you buy enough, you can always share. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mel. Now that has definitely gotten us craving potato crisps. So lucky for you all, we have one each tonight.
Thank you.
And now